Hey, Kegrt racing fans, and welcome to race 2 in Saudi Arabia. After our last race, we're going in with a lot of confidence to smash the beginning of the season with, top of the qualifying, getting pole, fastest lap, coming first, and by quite a margin. I'm pretty excited to see what this race is going to give. Normally we do not too bad in this one, and I'm hoping that we continue that kind of a form. I do like this track. I like the twists and turns, and I think it'll suit our car pretty well. Derulover doing really well for his first race. I think he scored the points, so let's see what he can do with this one. So on that note, let's get into the team briefing. Right, let's take a look at what we're going to do today. Strategy. Can we maybe swap those around? I feel like that'd be better. Can we go a little bit further? $10 and an 8? Ooh, we're sitting at pole though. Is it worth doing that? Are we better off going mediums? To hards. I reckon we just keep with what they've got. Because alright, if we had been further back, we probably would have started differently, but let's start this way. Alright, I think that'll do it. Make sure the cars...
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Kyle lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Ricciardo, Derulover, Sonoda, Magnussen, Albon, Russell, Joe, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
Second race of the season after a long break, and away we go. Not a great start from us from there as Sainz pulls in close into behind us. Red Bull's both settling in behind him, it looks like, as we go too deep into the first corner. Managed to keep it going as Sainz just pushes us at the rear end there, but we pull away a little bit. He's still keeping up behind us there as we turn around on the third corner. Track limits there, but we don't get it pulled out from the stewards. As we go around, everyone's keeping well tight with us, and we fly around this corner. We always have trouble this one, had through all practice and through qualifying as we go too far onto that side, and it lets Sainz come into us. He tries to catch up to us here looking down the inside, but he stays on the outside, not going to take the risk right now. Patience being the key for him there. Verstappen and Perez both settling in behind him, with Leclerc, his teammate, not far behind there. As we try to keep ourselves in front as we go through nearing the end of the first lap. Not a bad start there as we pull out a little bit on Sainz, but Jesus, not a great start from us there. Sainz got a really good start off and was right on us from the start. As we come around the corner, we managed to keep ourselves going alright. Good thing we decided to stay on the mediums. The hards would have been a way much worse fight for us. But that just means we'll be pitting with everyone else as it comes along, which isn't exactly what we wanted, but it is what we have to do to maintain this first spot. So we come around the last corner onto the straight, nearly a second ahead of Sainz there. Verstappen and Perez further behind. Much better into that first corner than we've done recently. And we pull out a second on Sainz now. Barring mistakes here and keep going. And it goes into a settling in as we go around the corner a little fast. Try and slow it down a little. And away we go. Sainz and Verstappen battling it out behind us, slowing them both down as we go a bit faster through that sector. And there we go again. Oh, contact with the wall was not at all what we wanted. But we're still pulling out on there, so not bad from us here. Honestly thought it might have been a little bit closer, especially with how qualifying went. But if we can keep doing what we're doing, only green through sector 2 there. Still got the fastest lap so far. And 1.2 seconds out on Sainz. Slowly starting to get into a groove. So top 5 is L, Sainz. Oh, Verstappen just moving up in a second. So L, Verstappen. Nope. Verstappen and Sainz 2 and 3. Fighting it out down there. Perez 4 and Leclerc in 5. Bit of a battle going on behind us there. Perez takes on Sainz and gets it. Did Sainz take on some damage there as Perez and Verstappen now battle it out? Now that is exactly the fight we would want to be seeing instead of what we're watching with me up here. As I am 1.3 seconds out in front. Perez on the soft tyre with Verstappen on the mediums like us. And we are making a good lap times going through here, keeping it consistent.
Got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
And away we go. Permission given for that overtake button. A lot of spare energy on that one there. Oh, contact on the wall again, no damage. As far as we can see, it all looks pretty similar, so we're lucky. It looks like Verstappen's creeping back into us there, very so slowly, still over a second behind us. Perez dropping back, with Sainz and Leclerc now dropping back. I wonder what happened there, because Sainz was right up there and now all of a sudden he's just dropped. As we set the fastest lap again. And we're still pulling out further on everyone now. So we get to a straight, we'll check and see how our teammate's doing. I think he was starting down in 16th there.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 10th place. Your last lap time, 1 minute 34.8.
Not bad. 10th place from our teammate. It's better than what I expected him to be. So not much happening there. Verstappen seems to have caught up to us a bit there and seems to be catching us there. Perez falling a bit behind there. Verstappen pushing hard. I can see him in the rear view mirror now. A few mistakes from us letting him come back into it, I assume. Oh wow. We'd left our overtake on, so now if he catches us, we'll be fighting with that. Or without that. Oh, too wide in that corner there. They're all caught up now. Just fantastic for us. Verstappen within DRS range now. As we try and pull back out on him. Oh, nearly track limits on that, but now he's catching well up. So Verstappen pushing hard. Perez right behind him. And now we've got a fight in our hands. Didn't see him creeping his way back up, but that he did, so we'll continue. Well, trying to drive without mistakes, but that was not it. That was mistakes on there. Let's Verstappen come back in. 0.3 seconds behind us now with DRS on. He is going to have a go down here at some point. Can we hold him off by positioning the car in the right ways? So far, so good. As he looks down on the inside, he comes in real close there. Nothing's doing. Takes a look down the inside again, but comes back onto the inside of us. We've only got not much overtake as he comes down. We go push him out wide. Is he going to stay up there? No, he takes us on that corner. And now we're going to have to fall back in and try and get that back. As we hit the corner again, coming around, Verstappen takes us over. And we're going to try and keep within DRS range as we do need to do that. Coming down this main straight. He's coming out on us there. But we're keeping up with him. We're coming in for a pit soon, so do we pit behind him? Do we pit before him? Now it comes a whole new different ball game with all this. As Verstappen pulls out on us around here, we're very ginger around here. So we go wide now, get the warning for the limits, but that's okay.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Let's try and get there. You can see him sort of sucking in the DRS, but not the DRS, the overtake, but we can't quite catch him yet. Verstappen holding us off as again we hit the thing. We go track limits again now as we hit the wall again. They're going a little bit too fast. No damage taken apparently, so we're going to try and keep up with him now, but that's going to hurt our chances as our pace slips down from that one as we slowly start catching him down here. Can we take the... Oh, that was not the corner to try and take him on. We needed to have come back in earlier. We've lost some time on that one. We've managed to avoid him though. And here we go again. Can we catch him? This would have been the straight to have done it. We've got more room down to the final corner here as we fly around, but it's not going to be this lap that we take him. We're going to be able to get him in the pits. So here we go again, trying to stay behind him and get the DRS. So we're going to be able to take him down here. I don't think this one's the shot. He's positioned the car. Can we? No, we fucked it up. We probably could have had a chance. And there's our penalty for limits.
Slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to.
So now it's a 3-second thing we're going to have to do to try and beat him there.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finish.
Oh, damage onto the rear wing. What are you doing? I don't know. Distracted me now. As we got damage on the rear wing. Oh, not the rear wing, the on the front wing. Now we're falling behind, got to come in for a pit, and we're going to have to take a longer pit stop with 3-second penalty now because we went over the lines and we tried to catch him.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Distractions all happening around here, and we completely and utterly balls it up here, which is going to allow Perez to come back up with an auto change on that one, so hopefully they do change it. As Verstappen goes 2 seconds in front of us, just a break in concentration absolutely screwed us up there, and now we're struggling to catch up to him with the wing happening. So we should probably go in now while he pits and give us a lap to catch up, but I think we've got enough on it to keep it going.
In this lap.
We're in this lap now, so I've got a feeling Verstappen's going to come in this lap too. We just pulled ourselves out of a first lap. A little bit of real break in concentration in the last couple of laps has really hurt us now, so nearly 3 seconds behind the leader when we've been leading most of this race, and everyone catching us back up, which is, we really should have went in now, because now we're going to have everyone pass us in the pits as we go in to fix this up. Oh, Sainz and Leclerc now catch up, and Verstappen is now 4 seconds ahead. God, where are we going to end up now? This race has not gone the way we wanted it to go. We were doing all right, and now we've managed to stuff it up.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't...
Every chance we're going to get taken over here. As we stay onto the inside line, as it looks like Sainz goes around the outside, everyone else is going to have a look. Managed to keep our spot there as he slides in behind, but now we're going to go into pit. Who's coming in with us? Not great from us there. Not a great start at all. Did Verstappen go in? I didn't see, but now we're going to be well behind.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. These tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
And not at all where we need to sit with a 3-second penalty. Not great. Not our race today. Just a few mistakes. This is what we get for coming in cold and haven't really practiced much. We really shouldn't have had to worry about any of that sort of stuff, but now we've managed to find ourselves in a really bad spot. Alonso, Hamilton sitting 12th now we are. Now it's just a matter of catching up and trying to get us into the point. Which isn't fantastic. We should have been coming first. We should have pitted well comfortably. So mistakes happening there as we break our concentration. As I've said about 100 times before already, but now we're trying to catch to the next spot, and that's all we can do now is just look to the next person in line with, which is Alonso. And we're going to try and catch him. Now we've got a new wing on. We're good to go. I will next lap try and find out where our teammate is. He's in the pit, so let's not worry about that just yet.
J-Han's coming in for his stop now.
Do they peel off? No, looks like they've done it. We come flying through now. Where are we going to end up? We're past our teammate. A bit of a lock up there, look like from Alonso, which is good for us. We fall into the points again. And now it's a mad rush to see how many points we can get before the end of this race. Can we catch anybody here? Still a 3-second penalty, so let's not forget that. So anything we do, we're going to have to really push hard to keep it. That's our fault for going over the lines too many times. These things happen, but it's only race 2 of the season. Now, if you've come in to watch this, it is a shortened season for us. It's only 16 races. Trying to get a bit more of a flow happening with driver changes and stuff like that. The season is pretty long if you take a look at it normally. So as it looks like we're catching up on Alonso. I can't see who's in front of him. Verstappen, no, Hamilton in front of him there. Looks like we're coming up on this one. It could be a DRS train very shortly as we hang back here. Hamilton, Alonso in front of us. I can't see who's in front of them as it looks like we're going faster. And we catch right up to them. It looks like we got Sainz there. So let's see what happens. Anyone going to peel off into the pits again? It doesn't look like it as we go fastest.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it. Gap to your teammate behind.
Can we go past him here? Shit, we did. Wasn't exactly a good one, but it's not at all what I wanted to do. But that corner come off me quickly. But we go up. Now we're chasing Sainz again. Well, Sainz was chasing us last time, but now we're chasing him. What can we do here as we nearly go over the limits again and trying to catch him? We're sitting 8th with 7 laps to go. Can we make it? So far, so good with it, as Sainz looks like he's charging it up. Trying trying to catch him now. Hamilton's still in front of him as we're flying around these corners. First corner really stuffed us up, and then we don't get a really good corner on that one again, but no track limits, surprisingly. Still trying to catch them as we come through. We're within DRS range, which is awesome, so we'll manage to get some more ground here, but here's DRS on Hamilton. Hamilton's going to be able to stop him up and hold him up here for us as we come flying around the corners again. Managing to still keep in touch with them, but not close enough. We're still not far enough away from Alonso to actually have the place that we've got, so we'll be sitting 10th. We've only got 1 point. We need to get further up this, and we need to get some more places up so they can hold each other up as we come into the last corner. Still behind Sainz, catching up to Hamilton. Can we do this now? Going to manage to get some DRS. Can we take Hamilton on this corner as well? I don't think so, as Sainz doesn't look like he's going to go for it as Hamilton goes onto the inside line to protect it. And positions the car well as we now hit Sainz. And now we've got more damage to the car. Another mistake from us is going to cost us in this race.
It's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Just too close to the car in front as we hit Sainz, who broke. We weren't ready for the braking, and now we've got shit turning, which is going to allow Alonso to catch up to us again, and that's not at all what we needed. Still not enough gap between us and Alonso as we go too wide because of the goddamn thing. We've got another warning.
Cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty.
Can't help it. We can't pit now with only 6 laps to go, so we're going to be fighting this one through. Looks like we're not going to be scoring any points for the first time in I don't know how long, apart from a DNF. So we just got to finish this race and see what happens by the end of it. Can we catch Sainz and Hamilton again? No, we had the chance. We got too close, broke too late, and managed to smash right into the back of Sainz. So now it's all going to be about keeping our spot here as we hit the wall again. Nearly go over. So now we've got 1 limits again as we hit another wall. We're falling apart at the seams here. And we try and get ourselves back onto it. Sainz now without a minute. We've managed to sneak in with the DRS there as Sainz takes Hamilton. And we're coming up through there with Alonso now catching up behind us. He's going to be looking at us very soon as we come down the main straight. Hamilton pulls away from us. And that is the end of our race here. We will not be scoring points if we can't keep in front of Ocon. And it looks like Fernando goes down. We'll position our car here. He goes on the outside. And he managed to keep our car and our spot as we catch up to a little bit to Hamilton there, who's going to pull away in the next few corners. But it looks like Alonso's going to be racing us hard here to try and get some more points. How we've managed to screw this up is beyond me. But here we are fighting for not many points. 1 point, in fact. Trying to keep ourselves in the points at least. As we go too wide here, another track limits here will screw us completely and get us out of the points. Where is our teammate going to be now?
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.0 seconds.
Go wide on that corner.
They're in 11th. Time last lap, 1:35.0.
So our teammate's not too far behind us here, which isn't great. We should have been well further up in front of him there, but this is what's happening as Ocon there is starting to creep up as Fernando Alonso comes up on the inside, takes his chance as he comes through. Can we keep the inside of this line? But he's going to be on the right side. He breaks. We go out wide. We try and keep ourselves on it, but we get through, managing to keep it in there now as Alonso stays up next to us. We come across there. We'll block that one off. He comes in real close. He's going to be able to take us here, but we're going to keep ourselves on the inside line. He's still not looking. He's not going anywhere else but right behind us as we go in. Bit of a lock up in front of us, and we manage to keep ourselves in front. If we didn't have a 3-second penalty, this wouldn't matter, but now Ocon is within it. We're fallen out of the points places as we continue to go along. Now Alonso takes us as we come down the main straight. Can we get in there without breaking ourselves? Yes. Now we've got decisions to make because it doesn't look like we're going to be making points this one as well. Can we hold Ocon up? A yellow flag in Sector 1. What has happened? Is it us? Is it somebody else? Is it green flag now? So someone must have gone out wide now. It's okay. We're managing to stay up here as Alonso goes away from us. And Esteban Ocon out of the session. Has he managed to keep us within it? It looks like he has, but no! Another 3-second penalty! Oh, you're shitting me. Just too wide on that corner again as we go real wide here. Real wide. It's going to bring our teammate into it. He's on the points. We are not. He comes through. We're not going to race him. He's going to come straight on past us. But with 4 laps left, we've managed to pull ourselves out of the points. And that is the end of our race. We're not going to be able to keep anything going now. Unfortunately, just a hell of a time trying to keep this car on the track for us, and we've managed to not do real well at all. I really, really hope now that I've had this microphone on this whole time. I'm pretty sure it was, but I always get paranoid. As Drulliver is 4 seconds behind us and closing that gap hard, we're going to be falling right down this order because of the penalties. We could have... I mean, there's a few mistakes here as we go real wide into that last corner again. Jesus Christ, this has not been our race. Oh, this is horrible stuff from us here. As we start our 15th lap. If we've had an intention to hold Alonso up, we probably could have got our teammate within a bit closer, but it looks like Gasly's is overtaking us. We are going to be sitting in a really bad spot now. And we're not really racing anybody, so we just had a horrible, horrible race. And we go over the tracks again. Another warning for exceeding track limits on the exact same spot. We've not learnt our lesson on that area. Now, where is our teammate coming from? He's still 2.5 seconds behind us. Is he going to be able to catch us before the end? We'll give him this spot back because we are horribly, horribly bad on this part right now. We never know what can happen here. Like we just saw, Ocon went out, so we could see ourselves potentially getting some points, but I mean, 6 seconds into it.
2.8 seconds.
Alonso not pulling out too far. Oh, you know, he's pulling out more and more and more as it looks like Hamilton is swapped over. He's sitting now in 10th. Sainz and Hamilton apparently are battling that out as it looks like we're catching up to someone. Or are we... Oh! Hit the wall again.
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
Not boxing now. Although realistically doesn't matter. We box now, we're dead last. We're 6 seconds. So we're not getting points regardless. We're not holding anybody up. So, yeah, sure.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We'll just finish this, I guess. Well, it's a lackluster race from us there in the end. Our teammate is going to have a win over us, which, good on him. Scoring the points. We duck out here now before it gets too much worse. I mean, the other option is we just stick it out, and then that way we can help him actually get 9th, which is 2 points. We can hold up Gasly as much as we can. So yeah, I might just do that if he catches me. Otherwise, yeah, we don't help him in the slightest. Alright, I'll stay out and we'll see what happens because he doesn't seem to be catching me. As it looks like Gasly's just taken Drulliver. So there you go. This is what I'm saying. This is why I wanted to wait now. Come on, Drulliver. Fight him back. Get that point back. So it looks like the whole team isn't getting it. As we come around for nearing our last lap, we're not making up any ground on the top 10. And unfortunately, with so many penalties, we would have had those points if we had been better. But we are not. Well, how very unlucky for us there. Skill error more than anything has fucked our race up. Hitting the walls a fair bit too many times. Ooh. And just a lapse in concentration really hurt us. Come on, Derulover, get him. Derulover and Gasly battling it out there as we managed to keep ourselves here. God damn it, I'm annoyed. We could have at least had some points, but I was terrible, so... Last lap now. Derulover managing to keep himself in front from Russell, which is what we want to see. How far are we going to slip down is anyone's guess, but it doesn't really matter. No points is no points. Derulover and the Russell's battle pulls them away from me. Well, we started off this race leading, and then a problem with skill has hurt us really bad. Ooh, Jesus. So, a few things we're going to need to fix come next race. And I think it's our home race, so we need to really make sure Verstappen wins. Perez, I'm assuming, is second, and that will give Red Bull the championship lead. 2 races in, but still a championship lead. With us not scoring any points here, by the looks of it. Yeah, not at all what we've needed.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Well, not really our race there. Mistakes happening. Derulover up into the points again. That's 2 races from 2 that he's managed to keep himself up in there. And we dropped down to 13th with those penalties, track limit violations. What that means for the driver's standing is we drop down to 3rd by a little bit there. It's about a win if we can manage to get one. And Derulover staying at 10th, which is awesome that we're both in the top 10 for the drivers. In the constructors, obviously we're going to lose top spot and sitting at 34 points, 36 points away from Red Bull and not too far away from McLaren. So obviously our 2 main competitors for this season are those 2. Hopefully we can get it back a little bit next race. So just to take a look at the race, unfortunately, driver skill error from Al has caused this to happen. We were doing pretty well, sitting there in the top 10, but going over the track limits is something that we've had issues with in the past. I thought we'd got past it, but obviously we haven't, and there's more to happen. Derulover is doing excellent, consistent, and making sure that we score points, and that's what we can ask from him. Hopefully he keeps that kind of form up. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the race. It's obviously not the ending that we wanted, but hopefully it is just a little slump in form, and next race is our home race in Australia, so we should hopefully do pretty well then. All right, make sure that you follow us on TikTok to see the highlights when they drop, on Twitch to see all the races live, and on YouTube to rewatch all the season, and don't forget to go to Instagram for any updates that are coming as the season progresses. So thank you very much for joining us today, guys, and we'll see you on track in Australia.
PlayStation